Hello, people. After another day of sifting through the thrift stores around town, I got some good movies for a cheap price. So if you're into some home entertainment for dollars, not tens of dollars, then hit the thrift stores. Boy, is it hot. This is like 100 degrees out here. It's like hotter than turn of the century J-Lo in yoga pants. But I got some frosty lemonade, fizzy and cold. All right, bunch of movies. What's up first? Here we go. Charade and Harvey. Charade's kind of like a Hitchcockian romance thriller sort of movie with some Henry Mancini music in it. So that's pretty cool. It's been maybe I don't even remember seeing it. It's been so long. So. And the other one's Harvey with Jimmy Stewart and his imaginary rabbit friend, which is a it's pretty entertaining, strange movie actually. But hey, two movies in one package. It's a acclaimed stage play they turned into a movie, so good deal on that one. All right, next up we have this Due South, which is like a show about a Canadian Mountie going to Chicago, working with the Chicago police to find his father's killer. So looks like a interesting cross-cultural police procedural. Haven't seen it. Look, I got 3 seasons here, so something new and interesting. And ooh, look at this heavy metal show. Live in Bulgaria, of all places, 2010. Anthrax, Megadeth, Slayer, Metallica. Anytime you want to get your rage out, crank this up on your home theater for, 2 hours of metal heaven. Might be fun. The Andy Milonakis Show. I don't know anything about this outside. He's like one of the first like YouTubers, viral video people. Was like in his mid-20s, I guess, doing some stuff back in the old sort of MySpace era. Although he looks 12. I don't get it, but it looked fun, so I bought it. Thrift store prices. DOA, classic noir kind of movie from a division of the Troma video studio. This guy is poisoned and he's going to die in a short time, but the whole movie's basically him trying to figure out who killed him, even though he's still alive. Unique concept. Acclaimed movie. awesome find from Rowan Group, which is something to do with the good old Troma horror genre studios. Allied with Brad Pitt. I didn't see this movie before. They're like intelligence officers, husband and wife, and his wife might be, who knows what's going on. Something might have to happen. We'll see. So, looks pretty good. Blu-ray, Home Alone. Just add that to the collection. The all-time great kids movies. Toy Story 4 on Blu-ray. Toy Story 4 is like something that will be around forever. Just, it has it all. So, a good Blu-ray to have around. Vietnam War Story. 2 discs, some kind of TV show from back in the day. I think it might have been some early HBO thing. Dramatizing real Vietnam War stories. Wesley Snipes, Tate Donovan. Haven't seen him in a while. But anyway, that looked interesting. Didn't even know this existed. The Woman in Green. Basil Rathbone, and Nigel Bruce, his sidekick. So Sherlock Holmes, and a movie with the character Moriarty in it. So I don't think I've seen this, but it looks good. All right. Bunch of documentary stuff here. Great Battles of World War II. 3 DVDs and many like hour-long features of documentary material filmed, archival footage kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. Sort of supplement your history reading. Great Campaigns of World War II. 4 discs on this little. I got this, $3. All these campaigns of wars in the Pacific and in Europe. Italy, D-Day. Just a bunch of stuff. 50 episodes of documentary material. Classic Victory at Sea. 26 episode documentary of the Pacific War, and it's thousands of hours of footage they've gone through and made these documentaries about the people that saved the free world. Alright, Jack Lemmon Avanti and Juliet Mills? Yeah, Juliet Mills. I think this is a Jack Lemmon one I don't think I've seen. It's Billy Wilder. They're going to... I think it's over the Mediterranean or somewhere over there to search for their parents and become involved in some sleuthing and some romance. Although I can't really see Juliet Mills going for Jack Lemmon all that much, but Billy Wilder. I'm sure it's good. Prisoners with Jackman and Gyllenhaal. Ugh, kind of a heavy-duty story about kids disappearing and having to search for them, and yikes. I don't think I'll be in any hurry to watch this actually, but it's supposed to be pretty good. Here you go. Scooby-Doo and Kiss movie. So Scooby-Doo enlists Kiss to help them in some of the figure out what's going on with some strange hauntings. This looks pretty hilarious in a way. Next up, the Me Too movement's favorite guy, Pepe Le Pew. 17 classic episodes of, kids from this era's suave example to show how to romance the ladies. So I don't know, he's probably gonna get canceled or something. Something on my finger, a little bug. Dial M for Murder, Alfred Hitchcock. Another one of those to add to my Hitchcock collection. Grace Kelly, Ray Milland. I can't wait to watch this. It Happened to Jane. Never seen this before. Doris Day, Jack Lemmon. She's got a lobster business and some problems running it, and enlists this guy's help. I don't know who thinks up these stories. Somebody named Max Wilk. But anyway, it's probably good for a laugh and a chuckle. Something from that era of, I don't know, early 60s. Lemming. This is supposed to be some kind of creepy movie about a couple couples, and I don't know, Charlotte Gainsbourg, that French actress who's been acting in movies since she was like, whatever, 12 or something. Looks kind of creepy, strange. Why not? The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. This is like one of those schlocky, cheesy movies from the late 50s, but it's not actually. It's just a send-up of that. Somebody made it recently, so I have a feeling like it's kind of laughable. Maybe we'll see if it's any good. But hey, some Kevin Thomas, whoever that Kevin Thomas reviewer is, he must get paid money, because every review that says Kevin Thomas from LA Times likes everything. It's deliciously silly. Right. Oh, good old Croods. I got that on a Blu-ray. That's a fun movie. So, why not? AC/DC at Donington. Oh, when is this from? 1991. So wow, this is going to be 2 hours of cranking it up on the home theater. Not quite sure when I'll be in the mood for that, but it's there if I need it. Coal Miner's Daughters, Sissy Spacek, one of her defining role, as Loretta Lynn and Tommy Lee Jones in there. And who directed this? Michael Apted. Okay, so it's got to be kind of gritty and realistic, and I don't know when I'll give it a look, but they look so young. I guess this was 1980. Wow. Disney's Robin Hood on Blu-ray. Yay. They're a fun movie from my childhood. Here's something. Death Sentence with Nick Nolte. It must be a TV movie. But hey, Cloris Leachman. Always had kind of a crush on Cloris Leachman. Wish she was my naughty neighbor. But it's directed by a guy with the last name of Swackhammer. So I don't know what that means. The Prestige. Actually, I have never seen this. It's on Blu-ray, so nice. Couple magicians that are at odds with each other. A unique story. Monster House on Blu-ray. Nice to add to the kids' collection. You know, a little bit of suspenseful stuff for the young nieces. Okay, old school Total Recall on Blu-ray. Nice to have that to the collection. I don't know how the transfer is on the high def. Hopefully it's a good one. Philip K. Dick story, so you're definitely going to get your brain twisted into a few knots. Brad Pitt, Fury, World War II flick. So got good reviews. Oh, mastered in 4K on this Blu-ray, so that's going to look nice. Go to thrift stores, you can get these for $1, $2, $3. Nice. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get these out of the way. Hey. Complete TJ Hooker with the one and only Shatner and that brute of a cop, Heather Locklear. I don't know about that. Anyway, I bought this because, you know what? I never ever saw one episode of this show. It actually looks pretty good. You know, and just watching William Shatner's like a freaking going to acting school. You just copy him and you'd be a great actor. 4 of them. Alright, let's get these big ones out of the way here. Oh, this one's In Treatment, Gabriel Byrne. It's all about these simulated psychotherapy sessions. I'm not sure if they're based on real stuff, but looks pretty interesting. Alright, look at this box set. 7 movies for $7. The Thin Man collection, the whole collection of every Thin Man movie, plus a documentary about William Powell and Myrna Loy and their sleuthing and their banter back and forth. And wow, that's some classic stuff. The Thin Man and all the rest of them. Wow, I could have a Thin Man marathon. I'd be the coolest guy ever, right? Oh, yes, I bought this. Yikes. Dawson's Creek, the complete series. Oh my. I have to say, you know, like turn of the century era, I did watch this a bit. I thought it was pretty clever. After a while, though, I was like, you know, these guys are like high schoolers. And Kevin Williamson, the writer, you know, he was writing for at a level of someone who was like more like 28 years old than 18. So it became kind of unrealistic. Like, you know, teenagers don't talk and respond with the way they did. They just sound older and but anyway, it's a little vignette in time. some sappy, sugary, overwrought teenage stuff from late 90s, early 2000s. Hey, hey, what fun. Cecil B. DeMille's Samson and Delilah. So expensive, fancy sets, and it's probably not that cool of a movie. Who is this guy? Victor Mature, Hedy Lamarr. Dude, I read a review of this, and the reviewer said, somebody had written a review, is like the only epic where the hero had bigger boobs than the heroine. That's pretty hilarious. So Victor Mature's, yeah, he's got a big chest. The Company Men. Ben Affleck. Not my favorite actor, but oh well. I got a little drama here about, the whole case where the company kind of kicks you out and throws you to the side, and what's my identity now that I'm not identified with, my big fancy company job. So, yeah, we might give it a try sometime. Beat the Devil with Humphrey Bogart. I haven't seen this. I think it's him and a few other people, Lola Brigida, Peter Lorre. They're kind of like wisecracking crooks, and yeah, looks kind of entertaining. Time for some lemonade. Carbonated frosty lemonade. The Homesman. Tommy Lee Jones, Hilary Swank. 19th century Nebraska frontier. Ugh. He's transporting some ladies, and they have some difficult times ahead. So, should be good. All right. Manchester by the Sea with, hey, that's that chick from Dawson's Creek, but 20 years later. Young guy has to take care of his teenage nephew. Intense family drama stuff. I guess, makes the actors proud of their chops. But look at all those awards. I wonder if it's a satisfying thing to sit down and watch, or depressing. I don't know, but I'll give it a try. The Ides of March. George Clooney, politician, political race, underhanded, dirty dealings, and all that kind of shenanigans with who's that guy again? Right, what's his name? Anyway, that guy. He's in it. He's a campaign worker, and Ryan Gosling. That's right. So should be good. And who else is that? Marissa Tomei. Wow, quite possibly the prettiest woman ever. Rick Steves Europe. Oh, look at this Blu-ray of them cavorting all through the Mediterranean, all these stops along the way. Man, that would be fun to take us, a summer and do that, if I could go back in time. A Woman of Independent Means. This is like a Sally Field miniseries based on some big fat chick novel about her having to take control of life and through many decades of the 20th century, I guess. So, yeah, I like Sally Field. Snowden, the whistleblower, talking about the government surveillance and all. So this should be good. Zombieland, quite an entertaining movie. So it's gonna be fun watching this on the big home theater screen. Children of the Corn, Stephen King adaptation. I don't know. It's kind of an allegory of you know, cultish, twisted people wielding their evil influence. So we'll see. It's not exactly. It's 1:66 to 1 widescreen. I don't know. That doesn't seem very widescreen to me, but. Peter Horton's in it from 30 something, from 1990 or whatever. Nobody remembers that. Cujo, ooh, another Stephen King story. Wow. I don't think I ever saw this movie, so it has Dee Wallace in it. It's kind of scary stuff. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. It's kind of a long one from BBC, PBS, or A&E put it together. So 310 minutes, pretty complete. Bunch of stuffy English folks in their marriage and romance stuff. Directed by someone who did Upstairs, Downstairs, so it's thoroughly English. World War II, they were expendable with John Wayne, Robert Montgomery, fighting the war in the Philippines. So, John Ford directing. Hacksaw Ridge, Mel Gibson movie on Blu-ray. Mel Gibson directed the movie about a conscientious objector who was quite the hero. Superbad on Blu-ray. Movies, I don't know. It's a funny movie in a way. Not too keen on the characters. They're such doofuses, man, I swear. It's like, if they want to get some girls, it ain't gonna happen. These guys are. The cops, thoroughly unbelievable in this movie. I mean, for the most part, it was, sort of strange realism to it, but the two cop guys are just ridiculous. Like, there ain't no way they're Bill Hader and Seth Rogen are cops. I'm sorry, but it's fun anyway. One of the few Chevy Chase movies I like. This is a very goofy, entertaining movie. Fletch, Mr. Man of Many Identities reporter on the trail of some shenanigans. Even does some LA Lakers with an afro stuff. That sounds very politically correct. Ooh, classic on Blu-ray, 101 Dalmatians. Nice to get this one. Great story. Busted. What to do if you get arrested. This looks interesting. Has some constitutional discussions on what your rights are, which everybody should be aware of. 1980s, The Competition. Richard Dreyfuss, Amy Irving, piano contestants become lovers or boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know. It's a movie from an era. Thought I'd take a look at it. I definitely did not see this at the theater back in 1980, so don't exactly see those two together, but give it a look. The wackiest ship in the army. Jack Lemmon. Look at Ricky Nelson. What a fresh-faced guy. So, we all know his story. And this is like one of those goofy comedy, World War II South Pacific kind of comedies that I know I've seen this a long time ago, but it's fun to find this. Vengeance is Mine. This looks like some TV movie, like bank robbers come to this guy's farm to hide out or something, and it's got that little guy from, I don't know, what was he in Bonnie and Clyde or something? Michael Pollard. But they got another thing coming when they mess with Ernest Borgnine. You don't mess with the Borgnine. That guy's got some old school hardiness to him. So this should be fun. Ooh. Ray Charles in Brazil live, 1963. So lots of, it's 2 shows on here, 45 different performance songs. Wow, should be interesting. Won't you be my neighbor? Little documentary biopic about everybody's favorite from PBS, Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So this ought to be a good little documentary. Downfall in German, about the last days of Hitler, and looks pretty intense. So mastered in high def on a regular DVD, it looks pretty good. Last movie, oh boy, James Stewart, Spirit of St. Louis. This is he was a World War II pilot, and he plays Charles Lindbergh in this when was this? 57? Came out 57. Okay, so it was way after the war and everything. So about the 1920s transatlantic flight and all. So if you want to get some good movies, like I'll look at all these movies I got today for like $1, $2, or $3. Things you don't really see on TV much. So hit those thrift stores. See ya.